Good afternoon and Ramadan Kareem. First of all, a huge thank you to all of you joining us this afternoon. This session will be recorded, so please feel free to watch it back if you miss anything. Or even if you do have somebody who you know who might be interested in watching this, please feel free to share it. So we're now in week 2 of our online experience. Since day one, we've been in a constant state of change and adaptation, using the feedback from parents and children and teachers alike to raise standards and raise outcomes for all people in our VHPS community. So the purpose of today is to focus specifically on Arabic and Arabic in early years. Throughout the Arabic department has collected some frequently asked questions and highlighting some areas that parents and children might have been finding frustrating or difficult. So it's my great pleasure today to welcome 3 speakers who are going to support us throughout this experience. We will be joined by Miss Magda, our wonderful head of Arabic. We're going to be joined by Miss Marwa, who is representing FS1 as an FS1 teacher, and Miss Myrna, who will be representing Foundation Stage 2. So, welcome, ladies.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
So we're going to kickstart this off with some of those questions that parents out there have been wanting to find the answer out. So first question. So some of the parents out there, they are keen to know how lesson introduction videos are used, especially in terms of FS1.
Marwa, would you like?
In FS1, we teach 1 lesson per week. In this lesson, we teach 1 word only, and we support the children with expression challenge if they have more time or if they would love to challenge themselves to learn more vocabulary about this topic. So we support them with some links and videos or some songs to sing. And we have 1 more video on the same day, which is for a story, which is narrated in Arabic and English too, which is a very simple story as well.
Thank you so much. And I know that they're fantastically creative and put together. I've seen some of them myself. Absolutely wonderful. Next question. So this has come up a few times, and I have heard this before. I don't speak Arabic, but how can I help support at home?
Let me answer this question, please. So we know that parents don't speak Arabic, and we don't expect them to teach Arabic at home or to be supporting in terms of delivering the lesson. However, FS children are still dependent on their parents in terms of using the devices, the phone or the computer, so they need support in having someone to help them access the device and to tell them how to run the activity. But all the activities are designed in a way that the child will not need any support, external support from parents. They have to listen and repeat. The teacher explains everything, the pronunciation is explained, there are always photos and videos explaining the lesson, the letter or the expression expected to be learned. Students watch and repeat. That's it. So we don't expect parents to speak Arabic or to help. But sometimes we have parents asking for the Arabic vocabulary written with the English letters for them to help. We don't encourage that method because sometimes they mispronounce words, and we advise them to stick to the videos and audios we are assigning on CISO because it gives the correct pronunciation. So this is the best way for it.
Thank you. So basically, parents, their role in this really is to just help support technically, get the child onto the Seesaw account, and then once that's there, then obviously the lesson then takes off and it's supported that.
True, that's it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Next question. It'd be really useful for you to describe what a typical Arabic lesson looks like at the foundation stage. Maybe if we start with FS1 first. What does a typical Arabic lesson look like in foundation stage?
For FS1, as we mentioned, we teach one lesson per week. And in this lesson, we have one video, which is by me, the teacher, saying one word for the children to learn. At the end of this video, on the same video, we have like a challenge sentence to put this word in a sentence. And we have also extension challenge for the children to challenge themselves doing more learning about this topic, to learn more vocabulary, or if they have more time and they would love to enjoy singing some songs and playing them some games as well. We have another video which is also assigned on the same day on Seesaw, which is always every week on Monday at 9 a.m. And this video also for an Arabic story, which is narrated in Arabic and English language. And it's a very simple story focusing on some basic vocabulary.
I will speak about FS2. So to know what are the steps in every lesson, we should know the expectations of Arabic learning in FS2. Arabic is a language of communication, and this is the reason why we have Arabic in FS2. We want the children to be able to understand Arabic and reach a point where they can speak Arabic. And like every other language, in Arabic, they should develop the 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. The main focus in FS2 is listening and speaking, and we focus on the most frequent expressions and words used at this age for FS2 students. So they will learn the greetings, they will learn how to introduce themselves, how to ask others about their names, their age, where they come from. Also, they are expected to learn letters and vocabulary, some vocabulary to learn describing words, and after a while they will be able to form sentences and try to speak with a longer structure. So a lesson is basically or it is planned to cover the 4 skills. We usually start by an introduction, greetings, recap on what was learned before, and the hook for the new learning. The lesson objectives would be explained. Then we are split in 4 groups. Every group will be working on a specific task. Maybe they are doing a speaking activity, or they are doing matching cards with letters, they are playing a game. But all tasks are related to the learning objective, and they help develop the learning of the language. Before the end of the lesson, students will go back to the carpet where they sit, and we do the final assessment to see if they have covered the learning objective or not. We use different resources such as videos, stories, flashcards, audio, games, body games like physical, and everything available in the classroom. Usually we assign homeworks. Like every week we would assign an activity for the children to do that was before the e-learning. Now every week on Wednesday there is an activity assigned for FS2 children to learn a new letter or new task or new expression or something. So every week there is something new they have to learn, plus the recap on the previous learning. I think Miss Magda has something to add.
Yes,
Please.
it's a little thing on what Ms. Myrna said, that our Arabic lesson in FS2 depend on the main resources, which is Arabi program. We use the Arabi in FS2, starting from FS2, and it focus on reading, listening, and speaking. Thank you, Ms. Myrna.
Thank you. That's it for the lesson structure.
I think that's really clear. You've explained exactly how the lessons are structured, in terms of the recap at the very beginning. I'm sure that's really important when you're learning any language, that you need to go back to that previous learning and keep checking in that the children have obviously retained some of that as well. And I guess that feeds into the end of the lesson and that assessment that you do at the end, just to make those constant checks along the way. So thank you guys for really clearing that up. Right, a bit of a pause here. So we, in case anybody out there missed it, we are having the great Victory Heights Primary School Inca Trail Challenge, which starts today. We've got till the 24th of May. It's a 26.2 mile challenge, and all the information about that you can pop in onto our Facebook, and it'd be great to see as many people getting involved in that challenge, as many as possible. Any of you fancy that?
Yes.
Are you taking part in it?
Right, let's carry on with the questions then. I think, Miss Magda, I think you touched on this earlier, and I think if you're a parent of somebody who's in foundation stage and you don't have any children up in Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, you may have heard of Arabi, but not entirely sure about what it is. I wonder if somebody could just describe or explain in a little bit more detail about what Arabi is.
I will start, and if there is something I miss, Miss Magda can add to that. So Arabi is a program designed to support Arabic learning through a fun way with a wide range of activities, videos, games, and like physical resources. We would print, and we have physical resources used in the classroom. We have Arabi is used in FS1, FS2, and across the school because it has different levels. It's based on levels, and in FS we follow level 1. Okay. So every child has a username and password to access the website, but they cannot see all the activities. They have access only the activities assigned by the teacher. And they can, this activity has a month expiry date. So they can access this activity as much as they want during this month. So if the teacher thinks that we need to focus more on this activity, we would reassign the same activity. But we have a lot of different things, and more than they would listen to a video, they would learn a song, they would do tracing of the letters, they have matching activities. So it is very diverse, and the children love it. Ms. Magda, would you like to add to that?
I need only to mention if the parents struggle with the Arabi login details, please contact me directly, because I have a direct contact with the IT support team from Arabi, and I will share with you at the end of this webinar our contact details.
Thank you. Certainly from what I've heard, in terms of Arabi, it's the engagement, it's exciting, and it's perfect again for this online situation that we find ourselves in. My son certainly does it.
It's really a very fun way to learn Arabic in this age.
Definitely, 100% agree.
Let me say one thing. If some parents, because we have students who did not sign up yet to the program, they didn't sign in. Their username is there and the password there. All what they have to need is ask us, the class teacher or the Arabic teacher, to provide them with the password and the username, and they can access. It's so easy, so simple, and they will love it. So it is good to have that opportunity. The school purchased this program, so it's good to use it and get the benefits of it. The children will love it, I promise.
Fantastic. So if you haven't already got those logins and passwords, please make contact with your child's Arabic teacher, and they will give you everything that you need to be able to log on. Interesting question. Does my child have to learn Arabic in foundation stage? Is it compulsory?
Actually, in terms of KHTA regulations, it's not compulsory in British schools in foundation stage. They have to learn Arabic starting from year 1. But it is a great opportunity in our school in Victoria Heights to provide the students with this chance to start familiarize themselves with the language and get the best of it before starting the learning in year 1. So they will go to year 1 familiar with what is expected. They would grasp a new vocabulary. They will have the base of the language. So in FS, they will have the language simpler, like it's simple, it's easy, it's fun, and they take, let's say, small doses of the language. It's so, how can I say that? I need an expression to say it's not very academic. It's more like child-friendly. They will love it. They will have it in the background of their heads, learning the language without knowing that they are learning it, because it's not, it's through games, through activities, and fun most of the time. That's why it's good to learn Arabic, and we have a curriculum designed for FS2. It's really important to take it serious and to follow up on that, because it will prepare them for year 1 in a very good way. So when they go to year 1, they won't be surprised or have the language shock or feel that the transition is not there. It will be so easy for them.
And I think you've made a really good point there when you talk in terms of transition. So moving from the foundation stage into year 1, and especially Arabic then could be something brand new to them. They've had those lessons and they've had those experiences and they've had such a good grounding in it that actually when they start in year 1, yeah, it's perfect for that transition. Yeah, 100%.
And Victory Heights really one of the schools support and encourage Arabic in FS. This is why we have 2 classes per week for FS2, 1 class for FS1. So it's really a good opportunity to prepare our children, and as Miss Magda said, to be ready before year 1.
Fantastic. Do we have just before we carry on, what's just popped up on the bottom of my screen is the Masked Singer, our Victory Heights Primary version of the X Factor. I don't know if anybody's been watching it recently. Today is duets. So if you can head on to our Facebook page and listen to some of those amazing acts today, then please do. And please give your vote known for your favorite singing. Okay.
Are you singing with them?
Are
you one of the singers?
Well, you see, it's the Masked Singer, so we have to we can't really share that information.
I'm not saying which one you are. I'm asking if you are singing.
Maybe I'm not giving that away. I'm not giving that
Maybe
away.
I need to listen to you tonight and see if it's you or not.
You need to listen.
I want to add about FS and year one. Some parents would ask if FS is not compulsory, Arabic is not compulsory in FS2, and their children will join year one with no knowledge of Arabic, that would cause a problem. This is not a problem at all because we have baseline at the start of the year, and we teach the children what they need. If they don't know Arabic, they start from zero. And if they have some knowledge and they are in an advanced level, they will start from where they are. So the baseline will define what should the students learn. So there is no worry if they didn't learn Arabic in FS.
Thank you. Thank you. So, in terms of resources, how can parents at home support Arabic B?
Well, at this age, it's really simple. All what they have to know is numbers, colors, items around the house, and they can learn that through songs. We will put a list of links for YouTube videos on CISO. We will share that with parents on CISO with the links they can use. We don't encourage them to go search for links themselves because as you know, Arabic has different dialects, there are different things, and we don't want them to get confused with things they should not be learning or it's not the right thing to do. So we will recommend that, and they can stick to the simple knowledge, numbers, and greeting expressions.
Fantastic.
And also in our lesson plan, there is a range of resources for videos, games, Arabic songs, and PowerPoint presentation. And for the extension challenge in FS1, for example, we have extra links so parents can visit these links and let their children listen. So it's really available for each child, a range of resources, or she can use it weekly when we post our lesson plan for FS1 and FS2.
Thank you. I think in terms of, I think you mentioned it earlier, in terms of applying those skills and that language, you mentioned that the resources are basically around us, that we can actually use the resources that we have at home and apply what the children have learned, online with what you've provided.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay, so if we do have problems, we have frustrations, we have further questions, who can we contact?
We will share with you the contact details for Miss Marwa, her email for FS1, and Miss Myrna, there is her email for FS2. And of course, I'm available. This is my email. You can contact me anytime, especially if there is parents still struggle with the Arabi login. Please contact me directly. I will sort this out for you.
That's absolutely perfect. I think, are there any final words today? This afternoon?
Yeah, they can also contact us on CISO because we have all the students in the Arabic class on CISO, so they can do the simple message on CISO, and we are there to reply. That's the quickest way to do it.
Yes.
So thank you so much. I think it's time to draw this afternoon to a close. Can I just remind you that you can view today's webinar again? Just go onto our YouTube channel. If there's anything that you missed, you can pause it. The contact details are there at the end. And of course, if you enjoyed today's webinar, just to let you know that we do have our Arabic B Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 parent webinar. Yes, it flashed up on the screen earlier. That's to look forward to tomorrow at the same time at 2:30 p.m. And also on Tuesday, we will be running our Arabic A in Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 at, again, the same time, 2:30. I'd just like to personally thank our amazing Arabic department again for spending the time to talk to us about those questions. Thank you so much, Miss Marwa, Miss Myrna, and of course, our wonderful head of Arabic, Miss Magda. All there's left to say really is have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to the Eid break. So yeah, I hope to see more of you there tomorrow. Ramadan Kareem.
Right. Shukran, Mr. Paul.
Thank you.
Ramadan Kareem. Shukran. Thank
Salama.
you.